For Dakota people, we're raised understanding that word mani, water, to be our first medicine, to be the thing that connects us all, to be the life giver. We understand that it not only supports human beings, but also our plant and animal communities around us. And so you grow up respecting that power of water and also appreciating it. No matter how small the body of water, no matter how polluted or how clean, it all should be treated with respect and taken care of. Imnižaska and Badote, better known as St. Paul and the confluence of the Mississippi and Minnesota rivers, have carried my people through Minnesota Makoche for generations. And all of the waters that connected us to that point were also thereby sacred and important to us culturally. One such waterway was, of course, Wakpá Taŋka, the Mississippi. And then also this Wakpá that's come to be known as Phalen Creek. We were able to harvest maple sugar there, hunt, and also harvest psiŋ, or wild rice. And we were able to take that creek all the way up to Phalen Lake and even further through the chain of lakes and be able to be in community and live off the land there.
Surrounded with nature, you know, and a lot of people in town never got to see that, you know. They had to go to parks, they had to go out of town to go to see, you know, I mean, up to the woods or whatever. We had the woods and everything here.
What's your first memory of this neighborhood?
Oh man, the freedom that we had to play anywhere.
Moving water is a beautiful thing. The sound of moving water is a wonderful thing. It seemed that there's a lack of appreciation for the beauty that a creek, that a stream can give to the city. I also would like for people to have an understanding of the history of the various cultures who've been here. The indigenous people first, and then the Scandinavians, and then the Italians, and then the Mexicans, and I think people could better appreciate what this place is if they have that context of the history of it.
Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. To us, it's a beautiful place growing up. You know, to other people, it was just a bunch of shacks down there they had to tear down.
I feel like just taking walks on the east side of St. Paul, I always somehow end up by water, whether that's for recreation or whether that's like for work or just like being with family. That's always been kind of like a central location. My dad also took us fishing a lot when we were little kids, so I have very fond of memories of fishing, and actually very fond memories of fishing on like the Phalen Lake chain of lakes. And so and then just like growing into like my adulthood and working with youth, I've also been sharing that experience. If people can see the full connection of like the whole chain, but all the way down to the Mississippi, I really think that's important. For me, it would be like a everyday constant like reminder that, hey, we can all do our part. I'm connected whether I know it or not. But I think it's going to do a really great job with just like bringing people together in ways that probably people don't know it'll bring them together. I would love to see natural habitat, native plants for sure, something really beautiful and natural, but just a place where people feel safe and they can connect to nature, but also something that brings wildlife back, especially like in the heart of like the Twin Cities. Just think of all the things that could be here.
But as far as beautifying this park for other people to share, that would be awesome. That would be something for us to remember the restore life.
Bringing back the creek is incredibly important to me, not only for us as human beings to enjoy that waterway again and again have that connection, but also to bring back many of the plant and animal communities that have since been lost as well. Again, it's also so incredibly important that we care and nurture our water. Even in Minnesota Makoche, where it seems like water is abundant, we're entering a time where things are changing, and it's growing ever more important that we protect the waters that we do have and also bring back the waters that have been lost, like Phalen Creek.